is so cool to see so many fishers come together in one place.
Mate, you know the one thing I really like about this comp is that anyone can play.
Welcome, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go. Enjoy.
Oh, cool.
Mate. Good yourself.
Good morning. Oh, mate, ready to catch it.
Ready.
Oh,
Just over here, I got a metre 26.
right in front of that willow.
Yeah, in front of that willow. Yep, off the surface, off a rat. Cut a far a rat.
And get a proper hook up.
Take the second exit onto Riverina Highway.
Can I get a large Big Mac meal with a Coke? Yeah, and can I get no pickle, no onion on the burger? And then just a fillet of fish on its own.
A fillet on its own, everything else.
That's all, thanks.
Drive over ready.
Thank you. Good old Macca's on the road, eh?
And that one, I'll just get you to pop around to the waiting bay, please. We're just waiting on some fresh fillet.
I bet you he's going to the Cod Classic. Yeah. So, on this episode of Hook Up with Bergie, we're going to the Yamaha Cod Classic at Mulwala Dam in Victoria. And in all honesty, this is my very first tournament. I've never ever fished in a fishing competition before. Ever. Been invited lots of times, but my schedule's too crazy. I just had never been able to get around to it. So I'm kind of excited, and apparently there's like 3,000 people that go to this thing. Yeah, and I'm hooking up with a local who's invited us down, and yeah, we'll do some cod fishing, which I absolutely love doing. And it'll be interesting to see how many fish.
Towards Yarrawonga.
Thank you. How many fish we can catch in the couple of days that we're fishing. Should be fantastic. Should be giving me an opportunity to meet a lot of cool people and see a place that I've never been to before. Should be a good couple of days. Quite a nice town, actually. Oh, the bakery. That'll be tomorrow morning, nice and early. And there are boats everywhere. There. One of the best things about this place, you got camping sites, is they've got a little marina here as well. So you can actually leave your boat in the water in the little marina, locked up at night time. Hot dog. The size of that. Hey, mate. Yeah. Oh, sunshine. There you go. That's the size that you got. Yeah. Thanks. Got that one. Got that one.
Oh, so you're just clicking it. Strong association.
Welcome, mate. Yeah, thank you.
There you go. Enjoy.
Oh, cool. You going well? So that's my rego number.
This is your rego number, so it's important that you keep.
It's about set. This is good.
And get a proper hook up.
This is so cool to see so many fishers come together in one place. And yeah, just have a good time. Everyone's really mellow, having a few beers, talking about the weekend, heaps of good prizes. This is very cool.
So I'll make it go from here with the fishing section. Obviously there's adult and junior section. So I have there.
Dude, it's 3:30 in the morning.
mate.
Hey Ian, how are you, mate?
Good, yourself?
Good morning. Oh, mate, ready to catch it.
Ready
Oh,
for some good, that's what I want to hear. So we'll just see what the wind's doing, how the weather's going. We might go and, just for another experience for you, we might go and fish out the front of ski lands in the weed beds.
you find the little ones smack these big lures as well?
Oh yeah, definitely, yep.
They're real opportunistic fish, aren't they?
Yeah.
I wonder how many guys in this comp will be doing sort of surface stuff this morning. Probably not many, eh?
There won't be a lot, but there'll be a few that'll do it.
Okay.
But if the conditions were better, then there would be quite a few, I'd reckon.
So what, less wind?
Less wind, yeah.
And why does less wind help?
Oh, it doesn't really. It's just people can see it and hear it, and
So better conditions for the fish over, not so much for the fish.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Probably, my best night, which was in this area too, and it was a lot windier than this,
Yeah, when I fish surface, if I don't have wind, I prefer not to fish it.
Yeah.
Just gives I reckon the fish a little bit of confidence as well.
Yeah.
Gives them a bit of cover.
Definitely,
And it doesn't matter what the species, even if I'm chasing whiting or
Yep.
on surface, a little bit of wind, it makes all the bream on surface, whiting on surface, barrow on surface.
Yep.
Much prefer a little bit of wind. Mate, this looks a little bit residential. Like, you're still getting cod here.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Definitely. There's this little patch of water here.
Yeah.
We'll pull, we pull a lot of fish out of here. This is one of my go-to spots. Just over here, I got a metre 26.
Right in front of that willow.
Yeah, in front of that willow. Yep, off the surface, off a rat. Cuttafara rat. Yeah.
Oh man.
So
That would be just
be nice to pull that again.
Oh, mate.
Away
You could let
go.
me do it, I'd really appreciate
All right,
it.
well, away you go. Let's get into it.
I didn't see it, but I heard the boof. Are you already rigged and ready?
Yeah, that one, yeah.
So this is a tactic that was talked about last night at the Cod Talk, that you'll often get a surface bite like that, but they won't come back. So you put something on that swims a little bit deeper and go back through there, and often you'll get them on a different lure, whether it be, what have you got on now?
A mumbler.
Mumbler, yep.
Yep.
So it's a big soft plastic with a big kind of, I don't know, it's a big spoon on the front, I guess, isn't it?
It is, yeah, just a really good vibration. And
Yeah, look at that. Get him, Ian, get him. Don't stuff it up, mate, you're on camera. So what do you reckon, mate, after this cast, we change up?
Yep, we'll change up. We'll start fishing below. So, we might put a mumbler on a bassman.
Yep.
Maybe a spinnerbait as well.
Okay.
Run them for a little while. Maybe then change up some hard bodies.
Okay. So as the light comes up, the surface lures tend to be less effective, don't they?
Less effective, yeah, definitely,
yeah.
yep.
As much as I love throwing them, I still want to catch fish, so.
Yeah,
Let's
that's it,
change it up.
exactly, yeah.
All right.
It's time to put one on the deck.
Yeah.
Any, yeah.
Okay. So these ones, we tie them off right on the front,
Right on, yep.
and I don't tie loop knots on these.
No loop on that, no. Definitely not.
One of the things about the cod lures that are out there, some of them are so weird looking. Man,
Yeah.
look at that.
I don't,
Like, what is that? It's like an alien.
yeah.
Why do they eat these things? But they do. They love them, don't
They
they?
love them, yeah.
So that's I guess it's a spinnerbait of
Yep,
sorts.
spinnerbait, yep. Bassman, Glenn Casey.
Yeah, that's a good looking
And then
thing.
that's his mumbler.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, I like that colour pattern.
Yeah. How funny is it when you switch from
Oh,
big
yeah,
lures to the
definitely.
light ones?
Light, yeah, yeah.
You want the best for them.
You do, you do, definitely.
So in this particular spot
Yep,
is a lot shallower.
yep.
What do you look for when you're in here? Is it the same thing, just looking for snags?
Yeah,
Big
looking
stumps.
for structure. If the water was clear, we'd be looking for the weed beds.
Okay.
Like up in these shallow waters, there's a lot of weed beds, and you'd be looking for the weed beds and trying to find holes in them or channels.
That's where the cod will sit in
Yep,
there.
they'll sit in there. Otherwise, you're definitely looking for structure, you know.
And you cast right up against it.
As tight as you possibly can, yep.
Yep. Okay.
Try and cast past it, and then
Bring your lure.
bring your lure back past
Okay.
it, you know.
All right.
A lot of people will cast at that snag,
Yep.
but by the time you spinnerbait, your mumbler, your lure sinks down,
You've got a metre off it.
a metre, 2
Yeah.
metres, and the cod won't, they've got to be really on for them to come out.
Yeah. So you got to swim it past their nose.
Put it in, yep, right
And-
near their eyes.
Yep.
Yep. So, and obviously in here, around this area, there's plenty of structure, so we're lucky,
My
you know.
goodness me, isn't there ever?
Yeah, and sometimes you will see that dark shadow just moving through the water.
Seriously?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's exciting. Woohoo! If you could organise that, that'd be great. Thanks,
All
mate.
right, we'll give it a go. We'll see what we can come up with.
Well, let me ask you, Ian. If you had one weekend to go fishing anywhere, what would you do?
So I guess if the cod were on, I'd probably say the cod fishing.
Really?
If they're on.
That's
when
your
they're
favourite.
on.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah.
Same time. It's like a couple other stumps on the end there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a cod. It's a cod, it's a cod. Come here, mate. Right along the edge of that lay down.
Yep.
Just bring him round for you, buddy. Yes, yes. He's well hooked. He's not going to come off. Beautiful. There we go, my first Mulwala cod.
That's it.
Nice.
Nice.
So really important to see those logs, those longer logs that are, and they're called lie downs, that are lying down there, and getting that lure in underneath and just retrieving him back along the edge. And he absolutely smacked it. There was
He
no
did.
mucking around.
Got him on the main hook, not the stinger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that legal size?
Well,
Oh, you'll be close.
Yep.
All right, I've got to get my camera and take a photo and do all that stuff. That's exciting.
Yep. Turning
Now,
it over.
how big do they have to be 55, right? Oh, yeah, easy. 61.
Yep. So that's a
Or
nice
almost
fish.
60, maybe 60.
Yeah, that's him.
61.
61.
Hey! He's got to find his mama.
Yeah.
All right, buddy, thanks for that. That's a great start. Happy days.
This is the best.
Oh, jeez. I was going to swim it, but it didn't need to be swam. First one, I'm in the comp.
In the comp.
Yes. So do you ever actually see them finning, like in this shallow water?
Yeah, up in the shallows, up along the weeds. Like and you always scan and just looking for something, and you will see the fin out of the water occasionally. Yep,
That'd be so
definitely.
cool.
And then even out here,
Yeah.
when you're looking at, and especially when they're up on the weeds, and you'll just see the white tip that's on their tail.
You're kidding.
Yeah, and then once you're drawn to that and you have a look, then you can actually see the profile of the fish.
And you've caught them in here sight
Yeah.
casting to them.
Definitely, yep. Chuck it past them, wind it past their mouth, and to see them actually like flare up
And go after
and
it.
attack it is pretty awesome.
There's nothing better than that.
Yeah,
Sight
definitely.
casting the Murray cod. Are you kidding me?
Hopefully it happens today.
Oh, stop it. You literally casted a snag a metre off the boat. Well,
Yep.
look, that's too close, isn't it?
No, definitely not. You only need a couple of winds and hit it.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. They'll
And you'll
hit it
hook them
right
that
there.
close?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
And they don't care about the boat?
Nah, not at all. When they want it, they want it.
Really?
Yep, definitely. And that's all about the ambush. They're sitting right on the log.
Yeah, okay. So like literally right next to the boat and you'll
Right
just flick
next
it
to-
straight
yep.
past and drag it
Yep,
through.
just a little underarm, drag it through, bang.
That's a pretty good lesson. That's you never stop learning in this game, that's for sure. Pretty feisty.
Yeah, he had a fair crack at it. Yeah, definitely had a fair crack at it.
These dead trees around, they've provided an amazing home for the cockatoos. They obviously come in here and have their nests at certain times of the year. Ian was saying they disappeared for a little while and it was all corellas, but now they seem to be back. And they're such characters, it's just, it's cool to share the water with them. Oh, text just came through. Ah, yeah, look. How far up does this go?
We'll take this all the way back down.
Well, so far we've caught one cod. The time is 3 o'clock. I keep going with these guys that say they know what they're doing, and what's going on, Ian? Why is this happening to us, mate?
It's like a horse, really, isn't it? You can lead it to the water, sometimes it won't drink. No,
Yeah.
look, you know, obviously the boat pressure, the river's dropped this week.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's no worries. It's a tough bite at the moment, but you hang in there and at some point in the day they'll come back on the bite, and
Yeah.
hopefully we're fishing in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, you just got to keep casting, right?
That's it. Shit, he come out from
It
that
just
log,
cruised
you know.
behind us. What, the one behind us or that
Yeah,
one?
that one, yep.
Ooh. Ooh, actually spotted him. Right.
Ooh,
Ooh.
there's another one. Shit.
I'm smashed.
It was a big day on the water.
For one cod.
Yeah,
But we saw a couple early.
seen a couple early. It was tough going, obviously. You know, we talked to a lot of people out there today, and they,
Same.
you know.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, the conditions weren't right. But you know,
We still have tomorrow morning.
we do. And if we can land one of those fish off the top tomorrow,
Oh,
then it'll make it all worthwhile.
absolutely. Absolutely. All right, well, let's go and have a couple of cold ones, eh? And
I'm looking forward to that.
call it a day and then pass out.
That's it. That's it.
All right, I'll go get the car.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
So, but I'd rather fish your bank and try and get a big one
Okay.
than rather than turn over a few little rats, you know.
Okay. Here we go. Rat skiddly, mate.
Thank you. And broken blue.
Oh, unfortunately it's time to put the rats away because the fish won't play.
Yeah, unfortunately no action this morning on the surface, but everything looked right, but they just didn't come out.
Bloody fish. Did my head in, I swear. All right, well, we'll throw some, I don't know, what do you reckon? Some spinnerbaits
And
hard bodies and
hard bodies and see how we go.
we're not done yet. Not giving up. Lure change. Yeah. What's this one?
That's a gidgee.
A gidgee.
A gidgee.
That's a gidgee. I just am blown away at the amount of cod lures there actually are. But this bit of water here is a little bit deeper to the flats we were fishing before. So it's probably worth a go at a hard body. I haven't thrown one yesterday or today yet. So yeah, we'll give it a go. The good thing about these too is with these big bibs, not only do they get them down nice and deep, but they'll bump into snags and often come straight over the top of them.
But you can just slow your retrieve down and
it'll float back up a
float
bit.
it up, yep.
So
keep it down in that strike
on the retrieve,
zone.
if someone's never been fishing before for cod,
Yep.
they cast out a lure, because they all do look very similar to that.
Yep.
What sort of, is it just a straight retrieve, like a crankbait? Or do you give it a bit of a flick now and then?
No,
or?
I don't really give it much of a flick. Every now and then I might, but I will pause every now and then.
Yeah.
And then just wind again. It'll lift up, dive down,
Okay.
and often on that pause, when you
Bang.
do pause, that's when they hit it for some reason, you know.
It's like they're following it and almost bump into it, I reckon.
Yeah, yep.
If you are fishing and you're banging the lure into the logs, and you just want to get it up over, just stop, let it float up a little bit, get over the top of the logs, and then just keep going. It's pretty simple. And of course, these lures, you can troll them as well if you're into trolling. So I'm just going to very, very quickly run through the rig, and this is something that you could go buy at your local tackle store and you'll be cod fishing in no time. I'm using a ATC Combat bait caster, and we've got, on this one in particular, we've got 50-pound braid. Now I tend to fish 30-pound braid, but there are cod guys that fish 80-pound braid. So, you know, everyone's different in what they do, but I guess if you do lose a really big fish fishing 30-pound braid, you may think, yeah, maybe I could have got him on 50. But anyway.
Yes, I'm on.
He's on, fish on. Yes, yes, yes. Holy smokes. Good fish?
Nah.
Oh. But it's a fish.
It is a fish.
Hey, it's a little cod. Hello, little fella. You're just going to lift him in, mate?
Yeah, I'll just lift him up on the day.
Oh, that's so good. Pretty fish. Oh, what a fish. Beautiful.
Off he goes.
That's so
That's
cool.
what it's about.
Nice one, well done. Okay, to continue on with the rig that we're using before we were rudely interrupted by that cod. No fish for hours, and then as you're doing it, anyway, that's how it goes. Okay, so that was the reel, the ATC Combat. I'm using a crank bait Venom rod. Venom are my go-to rods. They're absolutely sensational, Australian made. This one's a PE 2 to 4, perfect for casting lures of this size, spinner baits, that sort of thing. 50-pound braid, and the leader, well, for me, I don't tend to fish anything heavier than 60-pound, but there are guys that fish 40, so it's a personal preference. Some fish 40, 50, 60, 70, and even 80-pound mono or fluorocarbon leader. For me personally, I think 40 to 60 is plenty in a system like this. I don't know that I could have done any different, but I just got absolutely smashed, and the rod was, like, this is quite a decent rod, and it was loaded up, so that was a good fish.
That was a good fish.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, he's around the snag. Oh no, he's out now. Only a little one.
That's the little one. That's all right though.
Yeah.
Might be
not
coming
what
on the
we're
chew.
here for. Yeah,
Might be coming
could
into a bite time.
Definitely, this little area too. So, like, make sure you flick around and.
I'll keep casting. You can deal with that little guy. Geez, they're pretty in the water, aren't they?
They are great pattern.
Awesome pattern. Amazing. Look at him. Hello, little fella. Hopefully you haven't got him in the eye there.
Yeah,
no, he's on his nose.
Yeah, he's just
Should be right.
lassoed the hook. That's why he's no fight.
Get the gaff. Mate, they are such a pretty fish. That pattern is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Australian native fish. Now, just swing his mouth around and show the camera his mouth. Look at the size of the mouth compared to that fish. They reckon that species of fish like these cod that literally have thousands of tiny little teeth that point back. They grab the fish and then they swallow them whole, or whatever prey they have. But they say that as big as the mouth is as big as the prey they'll actually eat. So you can imagine a big Murray cod over a metre, he's got a mouth like that. Mate, they'll eat turtles and all sorts of stuff. Shags,
ducks.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why those rats aren't strange to them. They'll easily eat that, or a snake or anything.
Yeah, definitely, yep.
That's a very, very nice fish. Right, well,
All right, we'll get this one back in the water,
yeah,
hey?
absolutely, mate. Mate, you know the one thing I really like about this comp is that anyone can win. So you really only have to get a legal size fish, and then that goes into the draw, right? And then they just randomly choose people out, and they can win boats and all the cool prizes.
Yep.
So you don't have to get a meatery to win it.
You don't have to get a meatery, and there are a lot of other cool prizes as well as the boats. And you know, with the boats, it's yellow belly, it's carp, so you know, there's so many chances for people to walk away with a really good prize.
And so many fish have been caught, quality fish have been caught on bait.
On bait, yep.
Buggers.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have brought some cheese out with us.
No, we won't do that.
No. Cheese, worms,
chicken
breast.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Most of the meateries were caught on bait.
Yeah, definitely.
That tells you something, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yep.
And for you, obviously, take the comp out of it. You just love this, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's a hunt. It's unpredictable. You know, one weekend they're on, the next weekend seems a better weekend weather-wise. You know, barometer, everything, and they're off. You know.
Yeah.
So
it's
it is that
challenge.
unpredictable. It's a challenge. That's what it is. Yeah. So Keisha coming back and.
What's your biggest fish to date?
Metre 26.
That's a monster.
Yeah, that was a monster. Yeah, that was a monster, and that was down here. So.
Really.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and it, you know, also with this comp and fishing, you know, it's the people you meet.
Yeah, of course.
The great people, great friendships you build over years, and
I could see even just mingling with the crowd last night and the night before. The vibe's fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone's really in a great mood and just really looking forward to get out fishing and talking fishing, and it's fantastic. So if you ever get a chance, come down and do this Cod Classic, because it is a lot of fun. Hopefully you catch more fish than we end up with 3. Lost. But it was still a lot of fun being out in the water, and it's a beautiful place.
Definitely. As they say, when you're out on a day like today, a fish is a bonus.
Absolutely. Ian, thanks for your being on Hooked Up with Bergie.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.